Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take a quick look here at SUI, see what's going on. It's looking pretty strong, obviously. Broke through our local resistance here at about 360. That's that point of control as well, and just a very important level for us. So the likelihood of the price action coming back down to bounce off that is higher than it would be to continue lower, or just in general, it may even go upwards here moving forward. All depends on how Bitcoin performs. But good news is we got a lot of volume to push through that resistance, reinforcing, it could be reinforming that previous resistance level as a potential new support. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that and a few other things, make sure we understand where we're at. And you could do me a quick favor here, folks. Always hit that like button, maybe even comment below. Let me know what your position is on SUI or SUI. What do you think works best for this coin? Do you have a good strategy? Where are you at? Love to hear it. Anyways, conversation for another day, but let's go ahead and take a look here at 390 to roughly about 420 to 440. We got these key level, basically round numbers above the price action, some areas to kind of consider. So if you're going to secure profits, you generally want to secure profits at or below these liquidation events, because those are just generally speaking resistance ranges for us, okay? So 390, 420, and 440, some easy round numbers there to kind of remember there. Now, from a macro perspective, we got a liquidation above, a little bit below. For the most part, I don't think that really is going to incentivize the price too much, but the truth is 440, we have a pretty significant event there where I think that's probably a pretty low leverage short in that area. So just know that that exists, but what we have here, of course, as well is the liquidation deltas fully shifted. So this generally implies you don't want to short against this coin right now. The fact of the matter is we got more people taking longs than shorts, and that implies sustainability or continuation potential. When we look at continuation potential, look at how much open interest we have below the price, 360 and 370, two massive areas of open interest, basically reinforcing support, letting us know that the likelihood of further upside makes more sense at this point. So it can be difficult to want to turn it along the top, and you could even argue this is like a head and shoulders pattern. I don't really think so. It's a bit jagged and not like official, but at this point, I think the key takeaway is being above 360 is super important, and until we lose that level, we want to presume that's the new low here for us. Okay, once more, it was a previous high there, and essentially just working as a new potential support. Moving forward, though, this is an important thing to recognize. We're still above 70 in the RSI, so you don't want to really sell your position or close out your trade. From a macro perspective, the likelihood of further upside makes sense here because we've broken through that threshold and we're kind of in price discovery, if you will, at least within the last couple months. Now, obviously, we're not in all-time high territory, but we're getting closer back again to the $4 range, and that's pretty solid, right? But the overall sense here, daily time frame looks pretty solid, even though there is a stochastic divergence. I don't care too much about that personally. I think until we break below 70 in the RSI, we should presume this coin will continue to go higher or sideways, okay? It's working itself into a range too as well, so keep that in mind. As you continue to range, the more likely you are to break. And while it's not like a definitive range, we can see highs and lows essentially. The highs are roughly 377 and the local low is about 340 as a close approximate. So 340 to 370, that 30-cent range that we're just kind of stuck within. Keep in mind, this is a bullish type of pattern. Bitcoin recently broke free from its bullish type of pattern too. So if you kind of look here, you can kind of see there was a bullish rectangle pattern for Bitcoin. And oftentimes when you range like this for a while, the likelihood of further upside makes more sense because it's consistently retesting that resistance and it had momentum from the downside, okay? So all in all, that's looking pretty solid. 4-hour time frame also looks good. We bounced off that 50 on the RSI roughly. It's never always a clean bounce, but the key is we didn't spend much time underneath that level, so that reinforces continuation higher here or potential for that. Money flow index is below the RSI. That's not the most amazing sign, but a strong MACD convergence here gives us indication that further upside is more likely. So I think that we're going to probably continue to break out here. Pending Bitcoin doesn't run towards 95,000 or lower, I think SUI has a good chance of pivoting or bouncing off this local support at 360, possibly even 345 if it comes down that low, just to finish this range and to go higher. From the hourly time frame, though, there's all indications that a long position makes more sense, as you don't want to short this coin. What you could do, you could consider waiting for 360, but that may never happen. If you do end up securing profits or taking profits, make sure that once more you take those profits in a realistic range. In other words, just below the local high here of 390. That makes more sense because once more you can kind of see that resistance here at 390 based on liquidation. Now that does incentivize the price to go to that level, but the key takeaway there is that you always want to secure profits at liquidation events or just in general. It's a local high. It's a distinct probability the price goes higher. It'll initially reject there. It'll likely flag out, and then you work yourself into a long from there too. So there's a lot of different considerations, but for me, I'm leaning more towards the price going up than down. And I do personally think that Bitcoin may continue to go higher just based on the simple sentiment that it's looking super strong with a lot of volume. And we broke through that resistance level. We may retest 95K, but if that doesn't happen, I think SUI is going to take off here. But there's a good chance we're likely to continue higher. One last little caveat here, there is a fair value gap. The price ran from 353 to 364. That could be an area that gets filled here in the relative near future, where the price action pulls back to bounce off that level. But good news is that fair value gap's right there in the middle of that open interest point of control. That's once more a good sign. So I'm feeling like 360 is the new low, folks. What do you think? Comment below, let me know what you think, and make sure you join us over at Bitunix too. Just a heads up, anyone who's using Bitunix or has used my link in the past, just take advantage of this here. It's a really quick and easy thing. It only lasts 2 weeks, and you get a significant deposit reward bonus there for just something really easy. So easy money, folks. That's how it works. So you always want to take advantage when you can, because exchanges will take advantage of you. All right. Hope you have a good rest of your day, folks. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.